students, we are going to see new point from quantum mechanics. Today's point of discussion is Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So as we know, the classical mechanics and quantum mechanics, these two mechanics are there. Classical mechanics, which was given by Newton, which obeys Newton's laws of motion, and these laws are applicable for the larger objects or the microscopic objects. So, classical mechanics does not involve any limitations in the accuracy with which observables may be measured. The position and momentum of a particle may be measured simultaneously to any desired accuracy by using the classical mechanics. But when we apply this for microscopic or the smaller objects, it is felt. And however, Werner Heisenberg pointed out that it is impossible to measure accurately both the position and the momentum, that is the velocity of a microscopic particle. And he put forward a principle which is known as Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, and statement of this is it is impossible to specify simultaneously with an arbitrary precision both the momentum and the position of the microscopic particle. So, for the smaller objects or atoms or particles, we cannot find out simultaneously its position and the velocity or the momentum at one time. And in other words, if the position of a microscopic particle is to be located within a distance delta x, then automatically an uncertainty is introduced in the momentum of the particle, and the uncertainty is given by the equation delta x into delta px greater than or equal to h cross by 2. Here delta x is the uncertainty in the position, delta px is the uncertainty in the linear momentum in x direction. H cross, which is equal to h upon 2 pi, here h is a Planck's constant and pi is a constant. So simply delta x into delta px is greater than or equal to h upon 4 pi. Here the sign greater than or equal to, which means that the product delta x and delta px can be either greater than or equal to h upon 4 pi, but it can never be less than h upon 4 pi. And the sign of equality refers to minimum uncertainty and is equal to h upon 4 pi. And the product of uncertainties is constant. Hence, if the position of particle is measured accurately, that is the delta x is small, then delta px would be large. That is, there would be large uncertainty in its momentum and vice versa. So simply, here statement is position or the momentum can be measured accurately at a single moment within the instrumental limit, and it is impossible to measure both position and momentum simultaneously with unlimited accuracy. So this is our formula. So we can use such a type of formulas for various pairs here. So see, the principle applies to all canonically conjugate pairs of quantities in which measurement of one quantity affects the capacity to measure the other quantity. So simply just take energy and the time. So when we are going to find out the change in energy delta E and change in time delta T, again there is uncertainty. So the equation can be written as delta E into delta T is greater than or equal to H cross by 2. That is, delta E into delta T greater than or equal to H upon 4 pi. So this is the uncertainty in the change in energy and time. Then same equation we can use for the angular momentum and the angular position theta. So same way angular momentum is given by L and angle is given by theta. So del L into delta theta greater than or equal to H cross by 2, that is the H upon 4 or 5. So this is the equations same for the position and the momentum change. So by using Heisenberg uncertainty principle, we can find out only one thing at one time. And in our daily life, this principle has no significance. And for larger objects or the objects which we can observe with naked eye and during the interaction between object and light, the changes in the momentum and position are negligible. So for larger objects we can use the classical mechanics, for smaller object we can use quantum mechanics, and for finding either position or momentum you can use the quantum mechanics. So by using the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, we can find out delta x separately, delta p separately, delta v, delta e or delta t. And here is the one example. So calculate the uncertainty in the position of an electron if uncertainty in its velocity is given 0.01% and velocity of an electron is 300 meter per second. So this is the problem. So what's given here? Velocity of an electron is given. So again we have to find out the uncertainty in the position. So we want to find out delta x, and the mass of the electron, as we know, 9.11 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg. Then uncertainty in its velocity is given 0.01%. So delta v is equal to 0.01%. And velocity is given here. So 300 into 0.01 divided by 100. So it comes 3 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter per second. So this is the delta V. Now our equation is delta x into delta px is equal to h upon 4 pi. So we want to find out delta x. So just put value of delta p as we have taken equation of de Broglie wavelength in one lecture. Lambda is equal to h upon p and p is equal to mv. So m is the mass of the electron and v is the velocity. So m into delta v instead of delta p returns. So delta x is equal to h upon 4 pi as it is into m into delta v. So just put all the values. H value is here 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34 joule seconds divided by 4 as it is into 3.14 into 9.11 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg into 10 raised to minus 2 meter per second. So delta x comes 1.92 into 10 raised to minus 3 meters. So uncertainty in the position of an electron is 1.92 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter, which is very large.